Everybody gets their chance. Look, everybody's gonna get their chance. Whether you play ball, whether you play football, whether you box, whether you wrestle, whether you fucking swim, whether you want to be the next fucking Michael Phelps, you want to be the next track star, you want to be the next fucking guy that races cars and shit. If you want to design the best car, design the next fucking phone, design the next big laptop, the next shoe, the next sock, the next pants, the next fucking hat, everybody's gonna get their turn, literally. And I want everybody to acquire this knowledge and acquire this hope. Everybody will get their turn. What you speak to the world and craving and ambition and wanting anything is the way to speak to the world. If you want something so bad and you speak it into power, you wish it into power, it's gonna happen. I'm firsthand, and I firsthand will tell you that, and I put my life on it. If you want something so bad, it will happen.
Welcome to episode 27, Words, Music, Dance. I'm your host as always, Paulie the Bull, joined today by the homie Fenny.
What's going on, people?
And we gotta start this one on a little sad note. Artist, rapper, musician, XXXTENTACION was gunned down today in his car. He was parked out in front somewhere in Florida. Somebody shot him.
Straight drive-by.
Drove off. They took a bag or something out of his car. I mean, the story's still breaking as we speak, so definitely, the conversation continues as always, and we'll give you some more information on it.
Condolences to his family.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he definitely was a dude that, he was only 20 years old, just getting his life started. Basically, the beginning of his career was mirrored with domestic abuse. He beat on his baby mom, and that followed him when he was trying to get his music career started and stuff. And he just was caught up in that all the time. He still had a couple #1 hit songs. His career was getting started, going in the right direction, and it's just, it's unfortunate. I don't want to see anybody die. I never want to wish death on anybody.
He was just getting his bearings.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, definitely condolences to his family, loved ones, friends. And the conversation continues more on the story as we find out more. But to stay up to date on that, subscribe, like, comment, say how you feel about him. Interesting enough, it was just in recent news that Spotify took his music out of their playlist section.
They
did put it back, yeah. But it was just, it was funny, not funny, but him and R. Kelly were the two men singled out that they did that. Then they put it back.
One was for being a kid touch, and the other one was for being a woman beater.
And Kendrick Lamar was actually riding for XXXTENTACION to get his music put back on. And what I'm saying, so that's I mean, I don't know what the relationship that him and Kendrick had, what I'm saying, but Kendrick, we know what he stands for. So if he felt that Tentacion deserved to still be in the playlist and stuff, then maybe he knew something that maybe we don't know, whatever. So.
I mean, like, right now everything is real sensitive and touchy.
Yeah.
So it's like you can go for a person, but you can't really go hard for the other.
Right.
It's like you can't take one individual down and still have. I mean, you still had DMX, and he was wilding out here in these streets,
right?
And yet his music is still on Spotify,
right?
And I mean, there's probably a couple artists I can't just think on the top of my head, but you left them there. You can't single out one individual and think of another one because nowadays, between everyone being accused of something, false allegations, real allegations, like at the end of the day, it's out here right now. And the problem is, I was just talking about it the other day, like Jamie Foxx just got accused of something.
Yeah.
This just goes into the spin of what Spotify is like. I'm not gonna sit here and take away anyone's position of where something happened to them, and here we are. The thing is that let's not forget false accusations are here every day it's taken away from the real victims, and now a minority or a black man, his name is smeared, everything he's worked for gone, and now what are we left with?
Right.
Some people, the thing with Jamie Foxx is he's actually suing
countersuing,
and same thing with Too Short. I just found out he's countersuing. They lose money immediately when the story breaks out, and they can't get it back because, like, the same thing with with XXX Tentacion 6ix9ine, whatever. you know, he just died and the story's still uncovering. The same thing when you accuse, not the same thing, I'm sorry, but when you accuse somebody of something, story breaks out, you don't have the full story. Guess what? Hey, listen, we don't want you coming on the show today. Why not? Well, you know, you bad for us right now. You're not gonna get this money. So it's like, wow, man, like, what happened if the thing with his legacy would have just left him with the whole woman beater thing? He'd have died. And he was really just trying to make a name for himself. And that's what happened. Because
I believe it was still an ongoing trial. I don't even think he was officially, you know, charged with anything. Yeah, I don't think he was even charged. That's the, you know, the whole Spotify thing was kind of, you know, they jumped the gun a little bit because it was, like you said, it was an accusation, and he was on trial for it. I may be wrong, but I don't even think it was officially, you know, a closed case. I know he was on house arrest. They were still, you know, going through the motions.
Homeboy was damn near in limbo.
And again, he's 20. He was 20 as of today. You know, when it happened, I believe he was like 18, you know, 19. Not making an excuse because he was young, but the fact remains he was young. We don't know the man he would have became. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying. We just don't know what he might. He might have sort of erred in his ways. He might have became a better man, a better father, so forth. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. But unfortunately now, he doesn't get that chance. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get that chance to become a star, become, you know, because a lot of his music spoke on serious issues. He spoke on, you know, depression. You know, he spoke on like people, you know, going through, you know, sad times or hard times. It was mood music of sorts, and a lot of people related to the songs, and his fan base was people that said, you know how people like, yo, you know what, your music got me through such and such. So he had a big fan base.
They were relatable,
right? You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's sad because because of his look. You know, he had the two-tone, he had the blonde hair, the black hair on one side, so he was grouped in with the mumble rappers that is prominent now, and in reality, his music, I'm not going to say he was, you know, but his music had a message, and it mumbled at times. It may not have been all great, but it could have became something more. He could have worked with some better people. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what him and Kendrick, if they'd have reached out and might have, you know, collabed on something, because he did a song with Joey Badass. He was rapping with him. You know what I'm saying? So he was building, like I said, he was still building relationships, making a career. You know what I'm saying? And if he's followed down that path with a message, he could have been, you know, something 10 years from now, whatever. We just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it's kind of sad. Like, you know, it just, even when your name is smothered out here in the entertainment world, like, you're just quick to get dropped without people. Like, you're not even getting proof that you're innocent or not. Innocent or guilty, it doesn't matter. But the court of public opinion, let's say you're guilty, and now we don't know what could have. He could have cleared his name, and he could have been a little bit way more better than what we know now. For sure. I think we're gonna find out. We're not gonna find out. It's too late. Once again, I mean, it was a drive-by.
They got him. They shot him, and then they drove off. I don't know if there's any witnesses. Like I said, all this is really breaking now as we're recording this now. So, you know.
Yo, I think it's crazy. Anytime a rapper dies, you're just not gonna find out who did it.
I mean, when they want to.
When they want to, but every time. Dude, every time you're trying to, you get a rapper, you had this how to get away with murder.
They found the person that shot Chinks. They found that person.
Rare.
I mean, you know, it just depends on the circumstance. I mean, there was a lot of cameras around when that happened, and people. It just happened to be someone close to him. Yeah. So it wasn't a random act, or, you know, it wasn't a deep trail. It was actually someone, the motive was pretty clear. It was someone jealousy in his camp, and, you know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, rap itself has that stigma of, you know, oh, you know, you making that kind of music leads to death. And it's like, you know, a lot of things come with that. Like, again, Chinks, it was someone in his camp who was jealous of him. He could have been making country music. But just the fact that his man was a star and his boy was hating, it
comes to the territory, because when you are an entertainer, you employ your friends, and you employ your friends. You know, they could be your friends from, like, when you were, you know, chilling in the sandbox. You know what, jealousy is a thing. If you don't have them working for you, actually trying to do better for you, the envy just grows, and at the end of the day. But even with that, there's always been a lot of stories where you always hear. Some entertainers who come out, they be like, you know what, somebody real close to me, they betrayed me. They let these pictures out, or they put up a rumor about me, and You know, even like for example,
that's how it was with Kevin Hart. He found out that someone close
his
to him
mans, trying to blackmail.
That's
the video.
It's not just rap music.
No, it's the entertainers.
Entertainers, you know, you got to watch your friends even closer. Even the ones you try to help put on, you know what I'm saying, they still
get a little bit of money, but they want more money. Even with Chris Brown, he was like, he moves differently now because some of his friends try like, I mean, you know, the whole thing with, you know, my daughter and all that. He just said, I got to be careful. The whole situation when he got with the Rihanna thing, like it was just steps, and you have to change. Excuse me, how you move, because at the end of the day,
example. Look at the man he was then
to the man he is now.
His daughter, and you know what I'm saying,
Which is funny because it was like a slippery slope. He was great as a teenager. He got with Rihanna. He spiraled and went down from there.
Right.
And you know, he came back from out the slumps. People love his music, and it's like you said, it's just
but that sticks with him. That's the thing. The Rihanna situation follows him with everything he does, because the minute a story breaks out, someone accuses him of something, people like, here he go again.
Exactly.
You know, and it's like like the time that lady was at his house, and she was trying to say he tried to do whatever. He went right on, you know, Facebook Live or whatever, and was like, "Yo, I'm staying in my room until the cops get here. I ain't touch her." And the cops came, and they was like, "I was in my room."
On live, and
it was like, you can look him up, right? All my fans were saying hi, we're talking to them. So, and it's sad that he has to do that. Like you gotta become a hermit. You gotta do certain things to clear your name. You gotta always be on your P's and Q's, just because of an incident that happened years ago.
Because nowadays, you just have to be careful. Like, look, before it was you, as a man, you had to be careful. Like, you don't want false accusations. The woman can easily be like, "Yo, he raped me," and who are they gonna believe? Not saying that it doesn't happen. Please, no, I don't want no issues here.
Right.
What I'm saying is that, yo, it happens. People get falsely accused, and it takes away from the real victims. And yo, we just be fucked. Like, who they really gonna believe though? And then you got to prove it, and it's hard. It's a hard thing to prove. I mean, with certain physical evidence, it is what it is.
Right.
Some things just make sense. Other things don't make sense, and you're just like, all right, cops are not gonna believe me. They're gonna bring me in right now. That's the procedure. Yo, she want to press charges. We're gonna have to bring you in. You're screwed. Now you're gonna have to prove, yo, this really didn't happen. And like you said, now that carries on with you. That name.
Everything Chris Brown does, people be like, woman beater. You know, it's just like,
he's violent. He always is getting crazy. He's on drugs. He's strung out.
Right, and the jokes are gonna be the jokes. I mean, social media. I'm not even gonna act like I don't. I've made jokes about it too. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like the jokes are gonna definitely.
You're not gonna like you didn't make these memes either.
Yeah, the memes. I don't make memes. I copy them though. I repost them.
I be making some memes.
Yeah, and I don't make memes, but the jokes are gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, to me, that doesn't stop me from checking out his music and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know people that are like boycott.
My man, he definitely he got some good music. I fuck with that.
And that's what I'm saying. And being full circle, that's the same thing I feel about XXXTENTACION. I was ignorant to his music in the beginning, because he blended in with the rest of them.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know none of his music.
Yeah, he had 2 albums.
And the only reason is, you know, we've always had that combo. Yo, I'm just old school.
Right.
If you put me on to something and you be like, you know, take a listen, I'm like, all right, I'll probably try to listen to it.
Right.
But you know, old heads, mumble rapping, old heads, they just instantaneously like,
and that's what it was. When I first saw a picture of him and heard his name, and again, the woman beater tag was connected to it.
Everything just fell through it. Like, nah, I can't give you no chance.
Right,
bro.
but then I heard a song. I forgot what song it was that I heard first from him, but I heard the song and I was like, that's not that bad. And then somebody else was talking about him, and then it was like, you know, you start getting, you know, word of mouth. I was like, let me just, you know, it don't hurt to download them. You know, so I downloaded it, and then I was just like, "Yo, it's alright." It's alright, you know. And again, it's not something I can really recommend, because it's a mood music. It's something you just put on, and like I said, I'm not in that state of, oh my God, what was me? But
stupid ass
to someone people
who
you know,
going through it right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot what song it was, but there was a song that was like one of his big songs in the beginning, and then, like I said, I got both his albums that he released. The second album actually had a #1 hit. It was a song called "Sad." It was a song about him breaking up with a girl, being sad. You know what I'm saying? And the structure of the song and everything, it's a catchy song. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's like I say, it's not mumble. It's not the mumble music. He's not just blah, 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 blah. He has a melody. He has a point to the song. He has, you know what I'm saying? So he had talent. You know what I'm saying? He had talent. It's unfortunate that he never even really got to reach his potential and go, you know, because he had goals, he had plans, he was donating money to people, like he really was giving back, like, you know what I'm saying? He was a good dude. Like I watched some of his movements, and he had anger issues because again, it was always you woman beater, and it would frustrate, you know, you got to keep people keep calling you such and such, and you know,
it's like you walking around with the letter A, you know,
right, Scarlet letter, right.
The thing
so
about
he was tagged for, you know, for the rest of his career.
It's even
the rest of his life.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
It's like I said, you always just. It's harder when you're a regular individual and you walk around with a title, but it's way harder and impossible to move when you're
a celebrity.
You're a celebrity and entertainer. It's just like
because even when you do good, they're like, oh, you just doing that because you want to try to get. Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to get back. I'm giving, you know, I'm donating money. I'm paying for lunches. I'm doing but you still a woman beater. It's like, I mean, if he again. That trial was ongoing and stuff, and I wasn't in their house when it happened or whatever. If he did it, I don't condone that at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone that at all. People can see the error in their ways and you know, change from it. You know, I believe in second chance to some extent. Yeah. You know, not gonna say everybody deserves a second chance, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm not making an excuse because he was young, but
yeah, fact you know what, they be ignoring the shit out of R. Kelly and all his little sex culture.
I mean, with him, he did what he did years ago, and he just keep finding himself in sexual situations. Like,
you know what? As a society, we allowed that shit though. Because, I mean, okay, the tape came out cool. Yo, what happened was happened. I remember I was in high school actually, right? And then everybody was like, "Yo, I saw it. Okay, cool, you saw it." But as like you just telling yourself now, like if I was in high school, so what were the adults doing? Like, y'all didn't come for homeboy. Y'all knew this thing. It was an ongoing thing, though.
Well, twofold. I mean, he did go to trial for it. Somehow he got off. Somehow he was acquitted of the trial. They said
and
it wasn't him.
He was still making bangers.
And he still was making songs, and that's the thing.
And it just got better after the trial. Yeah,
because he did the Trapped in the Closets and the Steps in the Name of Love.
Mess around with Young Money, well, with Birdman at the time, and
he did
Fat Joe.
He was with Jay-Z. Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So his career took off, and people forgot. I mean, again, people would still mention it.
I don't think they forgot. I think
but they were stepping in the name like, yo, he ain't shit. But this song though, I love this song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's and again, he was found not guilty.
Which is crazy. Like how his name ain't that bad.
Right.
Well, he's a Pied Piper R&B. Like.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. See look how you just said it. Yeah. But it's him though. Like, what do you mean though? Like, come on. Yeah. Anybody else, y'all would have just stoned him to death. This man right here.
Well, no, I mean, a lot of people have gotten second chances, but again, a lot of people did what they did and then didn't do anything else or stayed away. Like Chris Brown, for example. He did what he did with Rihanna, but they've always tried to get him on stuff. He stayed away from as much as possible. R. Kelly just didn't learn his lesson, even though I think
how long was he on probation for?
Who? I think
I know he was on probation for a minute.
Yeah, I think he just got off. Probation.
But then they allowed him to do tours quick though.
Probably, because that's his only source of income. So which
is crazy, but they wouldn't give Meek that.
Meek got a lot of
when he was at first he wasn't allowed to do this.
He actually relocated. He was living in California with Nicki. They gave him a lot of leeway. They gave Meek a lot of leeway. He was allowed to tour. He had to check in or whatever, but he was allowed to. He still was. Remember when Drake says that your girl told or your he was touring. He was literally on. So but again, because it's their job, you know what I'm saying. And depending on the charge, they could put you on house arrest. But like I said, I think he was on house arrest, but he was in Nicki's custody or something like that because he moved in with his girl at the time.
Yeah, because Joel Santana's touring now, but now he's in the position of being. His mom is pretty much having to go with him because the judge ruled that she, like you just said, now you're in your mother's care, so she can only go to 3 Dipset tours, and if they all 3 of them got to be safe, and if there's one mishap, you got to come back.
See, so
source of income, like damn,
right? Again, it's a celebrity leeway that's allowed to them, but again, it makes sense because that's their only source of income. Yeah. They have to, not their only source, but
one of their main sources.
Yeah, because nobody's gonna buy the albums and stuff like that if they don't even hear the music. You know, they want to go to the concerts.
Not no Joel, because they had him come out with no type of album.
Right. So again, for him, it's just really only. You know what I'm saying? He has businesses and things on the side, but if the tour was already booked and he was relying on that money and it was like a contract to be fulfilled, he can't mess up future business by telling, nah, I can't do it because I got this. So it's you know, that's how it works. But you know, again, condolences to XXXTentacion and his family.
Definitely.
Unfortunate segue to Tekashi 6ix9ine, who is basically another person that hasn't learned his lesson because nothing's really happened to him yet.
That's your man's.
I mean, listen, I was playing devil's advocate with y'all.
You know, Jared hated that part.
I know, and that's why I did it. But I mean, when I troll for fun. This man is literally trolling gangsters and goons throughout, you know, the United States. His sites is now on Chicago, you know, Chief Keef and other gang members and stuff in Chicago, which everyone knows Chicago
is not the place to go.
Yeah, it's not a place you want to mess around with.
This ain't Disneyland, people.
Yeah, and he took a page out of 50 Cent's book, and
because he been fucking with 50. Yo, that dude is the young 50, and at first it was like I remember telling you it was a strategic move. I felt like he was moving like 50, and then guess what? A week later they were taking pictures together.
Right.
Like, oh snap!
But here's the difference.
Movements, but now
here's the difference. When 50 Cent did that video with Rick Ross's baby mother, it was Rick Ross. Rick Ross was a 30-something-year-old man who had something to lose, who was no longer with her and didn't care about her or whatever no more, and never killed nobody. He was a correction officer.
Damn right.
Chief Keef is a younger 20-something-year-old man who has some charges, who may still have whatever feeling for that woman because younger people feel like once you my baby mom, you mine for life.
It's over. You're my property.
So, and he's not only just beefing with Chief Keef, he's, you know, antagonizing the whole city of Chicago.
Jay Prince and all these other dudes.
Right. He went to Houston.
He just keep going.
Yeah, so he's putting a target on his back, and he keeps. You know, you saw the Breakfast Club interview, right? With him and Charlemagne.
Yeah, he said like he can't be touched.
But he made it seem like he's not starting these issues, whatever. They're coming at him, or they're messing with him. But it's like
how it look. You trying to like what he said with Game. He said, "Oh, how it look like you a 40-year-old man trying to come for me." Right. I'm like, if you keep pushing one of them dudes who are blood, and what you expect,
right?
And then you don't, but you're not affiliated with Bloods and Crips, but you constantly throwing up their gang sign. Right. Just because you cool out here in Flatbush, like, dog, look, I got no beef with you.
But Game,
if you want to shout me out, if you want to shout us out, though, you could do that. No, I'm just saying.
I don't even want his coach. But Game was trying to be the older dude to talk some sense to him.
And he didn't want to hear it.
And you know what I'm saying. So then it went to the whole gang thing. You know what I'm saying. But originally, Game was trying to be the 40-year-old man talking to this 20-something-year-old boy.
OG trying to talk to the young homie.
Yeah, whether you're a blood or not or whatever. Just here is how the game works. We're not out here just doing this dumb stuff. Just because of and you got no affiliation, so you just using it for status
and likes.
You know what I'm saying? So Game was trying to bring him, you know, and he don't. Charlemagne was doing the same thing. Charlemagne was trying to tell him like, yo, all this attention when something does happen to you, in the reciprocal of when XXXTentacion, we kind of feel a certain way. When you get shot, people gonna be on some.
I don't care.
You know what I mean? It's gonna just be
because
whatever.
The energy he brings is negative energy.
Exactly.
It's to a point where Hot 97 didn't want him coming to
right. He didn't go to summer jam.
Nobody cared for you, but you think people care for you.
Right.
You're now being in a place where you're bad for business.
Right. Because he's an insurance risk at concert venues. So Hot 97
losing. I think that was like in my mind. I think that was his second tour. Second concert that they were like, no, I don't want you.
And many more smaller venues because he's an insurance risk. Even just doing hostings and stuff. Strip clubs and local clubs don't even want to have him in there, even if he's like performing.
Lust was like, nah, right. Before they closed down,
right? Not even
like, yo, don't come here.
They just don't want him in there. So he's not even. He's hurting his business. He's hurting his image and everything, and he don't care because to him, that's as long as he's being talked about. That's a good thing. And again,
and the people are cheering him on constantly. I'm like, at this point, dog, you're looking more like a social media celebrity than anything else. And you know, Chief just got shot.
Yeah.
Over the weekend.
Right.
Over the weekend. And you being automatically, you're like, you're being, you were like, they actually looked for him and like, well, I had nothing to do with it.
Right. Where were you? We need a statement. We need to talk because you're a person of interest right now.
Yeah. You think your name was, you can't have that energy, bro. Like, just because you have that negative energy, you keep that over there. And you bring in all that negativity, that energy that you think that's liked on. 50 didn't get that much negative energy, dog. Like,
50 put it in the music.
He was smart.
50 promoted his CDs, mixtapes. He said what he said in the songs. But even when he did the joint with Rick Ross made mine, it was like a DVD he released. He sold it. He sold it.
Because he knows the business side of things.
Yeah, the power of $1.
You know what I'm saying? And he still does it with vitamin water, with power, with he even did 50 Central and that shit didn't pop. But you know what? He ended up getting a check for it. Yeah. The purpose is to get a check.
And people watched it in the beginning just because it was him, and he promoted it. And even like you said, even all the shows, even when he antagonizes another show or somebody like with Power and Empire,
there you go. Yeah.
It's not life threatening. He's not going to.
He's just saying I'm better.
Right. He's not going to Terrence Howard's wife, hugging her up, and you know what I'm saying? Like he's just like, saying the show.
We're gonna beat you in ratings, like
right. Because that makes people watch and say, you know what, I do like that better, or you know what I'm saying. But when you're taking it outside of the music,
and you attacking somebody's character, going after somebody's baby mother, like this is not the art of war, though. You actually gonna get killed out here. Yeah. And since the young homies don't want to listen to the OGs, or the OGs feel a certain way about these little young rappers nowadays, it's just like there's an extreme disconnect. Oh yeah. And the disconnect is so strong that we just had a fatal death. Another rapper just got shot in New York. Like, and now Tekashi 6ix9ine running around Chicago. Like, let's get one thing straight, dog. You probably had police escorts. Oh yeah. You probably was running around with a big crew of people. Oh yeah. I don't care how tough you think you are. Anybody can get touched and get these hands. Yeah. You can have all the security in the world. You're gonna get touched, and you ain't gonna see it coming. You watch old school movies, Carlito's Way. Guess what? Homeboy thought he couldn't get touched. Bop, shot in the end.
And again, it was by a hater.
By a hater. What happened? Scarface. Yeah. Sorry not to cut you off, but Scarface too. He thought the same thing. So he thought he couldn't get touched. Guess what? Got at the end. So don't let it happen where you can get caught at the end, because nobody wants that for you, but you want that energy.
And I'm not putting that out. We're not putting that on you. No. You're putting it on yourself, basically, because you asking for something to happen.
And to be honest, my man just said, you know what? All these venues do not want you around. And I can understand that's an insurance risk I wouldn't want as a business owner. Yeah. I'm like, nah, don't bring that over here. Right. Like, and even with Lust, the owner on Lust, he was like, literally, when he found out that you were coming through, he called you personally. He was like, please don't.
And that wasn't even like a money thing. That, you know what I'm saying? You can't even go relax somewhere because they don't want you there. Like you're that. They don't
need another reason for the cops to come down and sign them another ticket, which they have to go to the business bureau and be like, you know what? And it ain't no little $500 ticket. No. It's a couple of G's, and that's not easy. Talking about, you got to pay this $20,000 fine. Right. I'm like, dude, you just took money away from me because you showed up to a venue I told you not to come to.
Right. So now you're losing money for yourself.
You're taking away money from venues. You're causing you burning bridges. So yeah, like if anything, you supposed to like build bridges with these people, right? And have connections with everybody out here in the streets and the industry, and be like, you know what? I want him in my venue. Bring him here. He's the hottest thing out. Nah, damn, he's the hottest thing out, but he brings these problems.
Because even Hot 97, like they didn't deny it. Like his music is popping. He is hot in New York. He's hot out, all over. He's doing it, but he's a liability. The music is gonna do, but it's like you're deterring that because you are a nuisance. You know what I'm saying? So he got to tone it down. If that's your image now, then let it coast it now. Don't try to.
Didn't Hot 97 have an issue? What is it, like a year or two ago in their front yard, and out there in Jersey, for Summer Jam, there was some type of issue with police. I just remember how far back it was. It was just literally like maybe 2-3 years ago. But now, to avoid that situation, because Hot 97 doesn't want the black publicity.
Even 50 Cent. He performed a couple years ago. They threw water at him. They threw chairs on the stage at him. So they already got memories of an antagonist, luring people to do something crazy. People throwing water bottles and stuff on the stage and chairs on the stage and.
Like, there's not enough cops for more of these people in Summer Jam for them to stop.
And all you gotta, and somebody could run up on the stage or something. Now, you know, Tekashi was on stage. They might not throw something at him. They might run up there with, you know, with who knows, like, cause he got gang, like, you know, he got gang issues.
Once again, we're not wishing that type of energy.
No, and I'm not telling nobody to do it either. I'm just saying it could happen. And that's what they're thinking, which is why they're like, we don't want him here. And I don't know if it was strictly Hot 97 or it might have been MetLife Stadium's security.
Oh no, it was Hot 97.
Oh, I mean, either way.
Ebro, I think Ebro was, I was watching Ebro in the morning, and he was actually thinking about it, he was pondering it, and he said last minute, actually, the Tekashi had said something, like I think the day or 2 days before, and he was like, "Oh really? Now I definitely don't want you here," because he actually thought about it. He's like, "You know what? Maybe
it might have when he started doing the Chief Keef stuff. He might when he started bringing up all that. It was
a week of Summer Jam, so you're probably right.
Probably, yeah, because that's the most recent thing that he's been doing. So
was it that same week he went to Chicago?
Probably. I think he just like that was like last week. Summer Jam was last week. I think it was like whatever the week before. I think that was. Yeah. I think that was that.
Whatever. So if all that happened, yeah, he had a wild week, and he was just making it worse.
Yeah.
At every moment.
And now, what do you think about him taking Chief Keef's, you know, baby mom?
I think that's the ultimate sign of disrespect.
Taking a shopping.
And I couldn't even let you finish that sentence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yeah. This is the ultimate sign of disrespect.
What do you think about her?
You're okay. It's a young thing, right?
I mean, I don't know how old. I don't know how old they are.
For example, she got online and said, "Yo, Chief Keef ain't shit." Not my words, her words. And he doesn't take care of his child. But here we gonna go right now to go into the Gucci store,
something like that. Yeah, it was
something
actually
like
down Fifth Ave.
Yeah. So you're saying that your baby father ain't shit, but you gonna let the next man take you to go to Gucci?
Take you to go shopping. Not to go to Pampers and
get diapers, yeah, and all this stuff in the formula.
We ain't get formula
and clothes.
Yeah.
But you gonna take me shopping. So you just said he ain't taking care of his child. But you gonna tell me, you gonna tell the whole world.
Right.
He ain't taking care of his child, but this man right here gonna take me to go take me. You don't see the baby?
Right.
You don't see her?
Right. I mean, I don't know how old the kid is, whatever.
Fucked up teeth. And we're gonna go into the store, and I'm gonna come out with a allegedly a $75,000 bag.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, all right, look. At the end of the day, there's two. You know, you just don't go for somebody's family. You invite. Now you literally inviting a war. It don't matter if y'all not in good terms or not. If the point is that you attack them. You attacking my character.
Right.
Now this is what we got to do.
Cause you're asking him to actually do something to you,
and then when it gets done,
right?
The same way they done rolled up on him on Times Square and shot his car, and he got hurt and injured.
Yeah,
is the same way they could do the same thing to you out here in Flatbush. But you know what? You move silently, and then you post some late pictures talking about, "Oh, I was right here."
Right.
Let's timestamp that shit, and let's see if you were really there at the time you said you were there.
He's like, "I'm out here. Where y'all at? What's going on?"
The problem is, I feel like, long story short, you just don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like, it's all love and fair and war, but you are now going for somebody's family, baby mother, no matter what they're going through. Like, dog, you don't want nobody mentioning your daughter. You love your kid, right? You want somebody visiting your mother? Right. You want somebody visiting your baby mother, your daughter?
Because
they can easily go to your daughter's school right now and be like, "Daddy ain't shit." I'm just saying, I don't want to wish that on nobody, but I know what happens when you involve family, and it's gonna get serious real quick.
Yeah.
And you're inviting a bad situation
because you're making him have to do something by street code. Because his boys or whoever with that, they're gonna be like, "Yo, you see what you gonna let him just do that to you?"
Exactly.
So now the battery gonna get put in his back where he has to act. And again, he don't have to, but by street law, he has to.
Because at the end of the day, the OG would have told you. There's this very big disconnect that the OGs want, the youngins don't want
nowadays,
OGs nowadays. And we were all young and dumb. Yeah, some of us are still acting young and dumb, and we don't want to learn our lesson. But the problem is this. I agree with you. Once street code is in full effect and you disrespect my family, see, you can talk about me all day.
Yeah.
You thick skin. We out here. That's how we born and raised. Some of us anyway. Some of us.
Right.
But the problem is now, I have to act. I don't have to act.
Right.
But I have to act. Nah, you're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
My street code, I feel like I didn't even think about street code in the beginning. At first I said, you know what? You're gonna get what you deserve, but stop playing the way you're playing right now.
Right.
Because if you mess with an intelligent rapper at this point, you better hope he didn't read like the Art of War. Because he'll be coming for you in any way necessary, shape or form.
But and that's the thing. He's not I'm gonna write a song about you person. He's from Chicago. He has some charges and cases pending. He's been to jail.
And all that honesty and all the energy he wasted could be put to music.
Yeah.
He could have been out here trying to do a song with Cardi B while she was still in full effect.
And that's what I'm saying. That's
like you messing up.
And G Unit with all their beats was releasing something, doing something. There was a mixtape
all the time.
So it always led to listen to the song. And he made, like I said, he made them pimping curly videos talking about Rick Ross. But it was he sold the DVDs. You can get it at the bootleg at the barbershop. But he made money off of that. He sold videos. He did he still marketed it. This is just internet.
There's no mixtape with this dude. There's no nothing with him.
It's likes and views on Instagram.
That's what he said the other day when we did, I forgot what episode, and you were like, you know what, his streaming views are going off the charts, and I can understand why. You don't got that much music out.
He got the album had what 10, 11 songs, and he's been rolling with that for the longest. People only like about 3 of them. I like maybe 1.
You know what I thought was. I thought there was some dude rapper getting picked on. I kind of felt bad in the beginning because I didn't hear him speak, so I didn't know what it was about. I just saw his picture, crazy caption, like, oh man, they just picking on some dude with wild hair. All of a sudden, I started hearing him speak. DJ Academic spoke on them. I'm like, okay, maybe. Well,
they friends, they besties.
And I didn't get into that until later on when I started watching it, Complex. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? You kind of favored him a little bit. And then these niggas went to DR together.
Yeah.
You out here constantly promoting them, talking all this shit.
Right.
And I get it, it's your mans, but as your mans, I'm gonna tell you, dog, I cannot hang out with you. You bringing this negative energy around us.
Right.
We gonna get killed out here for you, and you paying us what? What are you really paying, dog? You're not hood. What are you? You're not even rich, dog. You just like you hood rich if you want to call it that.
Right. And I mean, speaking of his money, he's another one. He was in DR. He was giving money to people
in Dominican Republic. Yeah,
he was doing a lot of stuff. So again, he may have a good heart at the end of the day, but the things you're doing on the surface are overshadowing any of the good you might do. And that's the problem when he's in DR handing out cash to people, God's plan. He out there handing out cash to, you know what I mean?
He gave the Spanish version of God's plan.
Word. But then you come back to the States and you out here taking some dude's baby mother out shopping. Your philanthropy looks like
and act like you can't get touched out here.
Yeah, and then going to Chicago and antagonizing goons and gangsters. Like you actually asking for people in the murder capital of the U.S. when it comes to local crime. Like
I think as an individual now, like some of these entertainers be like they're always some entertainers go, you need to watch and be careful on who you have in your circle. But at this point in time, if you allowing this individual to do this in your circle, dude, you have to worry about your safety. Like now, you can't even say, it was one thing when you out here talking nonsense. Okay, cool. You just mentioned the murder damn capital. Like, dude, that means if I roll with you, you about to get me killed out here because they always go for the entourage to get to you. I'm not security. You're not paying me to. I gotta bulk up at this point. You better hire a 6'7" dude, like who been doing this for a while, carrying the real strap. Yeah,
which he might have. I don't really know. He might roll with some people because he looked like he had a SUV or two when he was going. I think people shared like a video of him leaving somewhere in Chicago, and he had like a bunch of big people with him. So he probably rolling deep. And then when he fronted for the camera later. It was somebody holding a camera when he was on that block or whatever. But we don't know who was behind him. The cameraman might have had a gun too.
The one in Chicago?
Yeah.
Well, I heard that it was a rumor or whatever, but when he took that picture, apparently it was 3 in the morning. And then when he posted up, he said it was 10 at night. And they were like, oh, we out here, where are you? I guess like people in Chicago were like
they look out their window.
Yeah, no, they timestamped everything, right? And they were trying to figure out his movements. They're like, yo, it looked like it was raining outside that day. It didn't rain.
It didn't rain, right? The ground
so
is
like, yeah, like the ground's wet. Like, what's going on here? And you know, people were just trying to piece together this video and this tape or whatever, this picture.
He was fronting.
And it was like, oh, okay, like, dude, just calm down. It's not that serious. Like, show your skills by the music, not by how you talking.
And like I said, people are gravitating towards the music. I'm not a big fan of it, but he's getting streams, he's getting all that. Cool. So let the music rock now. Have some more music. Now you're doing all this extra stuff, and it's just like, yo, you gotta have some music for people to click on.
For that shit you talking.
Yeah. If you're gonna play the bad guy role, you gotta at least get something from it. Like Floyd Mayweather made a career out of being the hated boxer.
And you know
but
what?
People paid for his pay-per-views to hopefully see him lose.
And then you know what? They never got it, but you know what? They still paid for it.
Kept paying. Even it was like Conor McGregor did not stand a chance. But in the eyes of his haters, like he could be the one. At least kick him, get disqualified, but you know, put him in a sleeper hole.
They put a lot of hope in Conor McGregor. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
And it made no sense to me.
Yo, I saw that fight. That shit was horrible. But
he fed off of being the bad guy, the villain, the hated person. It was like,
yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Thank God I didn't pay for that fight, because when I saw that shit, I was like, you know, this
every
is
intelligent person knew that Conor McGregor wasn't gonna win, but people
it was the hope. It was the hope.
Yeah, they hate Floyd so much. They were like, ooh, even if you don't win, just kick him by mistake. Put him in an armbar.
Wait, did he kick him in by
mistake? No, he lost. He got tired. Conor McGregor got tired.
He got tired.
And by the 10th round, it was a wrap for him because he's not used to fighting that long. It's a different.
It was different ball game.
Yeah, MMA to boxing, totally different.
When I saw him wheezing, I was like, all right, baby, you lost this one, man. It's over. Shit, but who put money on this? Because they dead ass lost.
Yeah, that was. But again, when you promote something, at least make something from it. If you're gonna be out here, he's spending money. He took the chick shopping, and you lost money for some chick that's just
allegedly.
You flew her out here.
Allegedly,
but I mean, he flew her out here because she's from Chicago. He had her in New York. He paid for a plane ticket. You did like it's even the act, the fake. If it's fake or whatever, you spent some money.
You did it.
You did it. But now what? You didn't make any money from it.
Yeah, make no money. You didn't make no music.
So
supposedly he put some new music out, but it's gonna have him not like screaming and whatever. And
yeah, okay.
Like,
that's his thing. So now, unless you got some real bars,
unless you got some talent,
right?
Some real talent.
Then you gonna be a flop after that. It's gonna be a rap for you.
So he gotta survive off these antics.
Yeah, but it's costing him more money than it's making him. But enough about that moron.
Thank God.
Comment below. Let us know what y'all think. You know,
don't go after him though.
I'm not promoting that at all. Nobody that subscribed to my channel, don't tell them I said to do that. No, no. I am against all that. You know, I want him to get his act together to stop it, so nobody does anything to him.
Let's hit him real bars.
You know, if he got him, he got him. Let's see what he got. You know what I'm saying? But in other money news, we talk about him losing money. So the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe, just celebrated its 10-year anniversary with, you know, obviously Avengers: Infinity War, which hit a $2 billion mark.
Saw that, right?
Was it the fastest movie to do it, or fastest comic book movie to do it, or something like that? Comic book movie?
Definitely comic book.
Definitely comic book movie. So fastest comic book movie to $2 billion.
They had bangers between Ultron, Black Panther.
But I know like movies as far as like Star Wars, The Force Awakens hit $2 billion, Titanic, Avatar, those movies did $2 billion. You know, it's a small group. Congratulations to that.
Very, very small group.
But in the art of competition and comparison, the DC extended universe is not doing as well. And
as they expect.
As anybody expect. I mean, when you got, so here's the thing.
Let's remember. Hold up. Let's not count the DC fans. They got that hope the same way we were just talking about hope.
But listen,
but the Mayweather jump off, they got some hope with DC.
The 10 years of Marvel has been primarily with their B and C squad, and Guardians of the Galaxy was way down their list. They did it with Captain America.
They say smart, they're not gonna put their humans.
Iron Man. They did it with Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor. Like they didn't even have Spider-Man yet. They didn't have the X-Men. They did it with their bench. They didn't really have the starting lineup. They're hoping to get that. The Fox deal, we'll talk about that later. DC's got their starting all-stars, but DC got that. They don't have it. Yes, we're gonna come back to that. DC has their all-star squad. They have Batman, they have Superman, they have Wonder Woman, they have all their roster, and they're giving out duds.
Nah, Batman don't count.
Why not?
Because they haven't really given a real Batman movie. Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan's Batman is the only Batman that.
But that's not in the DC universe. That was Christopher Nolan's universe.
Exactly. You know, you're absolutely right. No, you're absolutely correct.
And we got Batman vs Superman.
Horrible.
And we got the Justice League.
Horrible.
So we got two Batman. We got two movies with Batman in it.
You know what? That Justice League wasn't as bad as I would have thought, but it was bad though.
Oh, I thought you were about to say.
Like
after the second watch.
Nah, I saw it one time. Nah, it was a one time. It was a one time.
Exactly.
Thing.
Now remember that.
It was a one time.
So put that in perspective. The Justice League. You watched it one time.
That's all I was gonna do.
How many times you saw Infinity War? 2 times. So.
And that's only because I could have watched it the third time, but I didn't get a chance though.
Fine, but it's only been out what, 2 months?
April, yeah. Last month.
A month and a half, really, because it came out the end of so May, and then so almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months, yeah.
Justice League is almost a year old, and you haven't watched it again. The DVD's out. You ain't even.
That's because with DC they did not build no rapport for any of their characters. At best, all they did was give you the Man of Steel, and then they shut it down. Like yo, how you do good on the Man of Steel and you destroy him?
Didn't do good. It was here's what happened. Here's the timeline.
I'm comparing the
money.
No, I'm comparing Man of Steel to the old Superman that came out. Remember Superman Returns? They did a better job in Man of Steel.
Whoa.
Understand my perspective. A better job in Man of Steel than Superman Returns.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Superman Returns was whack.
So was Man of Steel.
It was better than that.
I mean, I guess so.
Wait, who did Man of Steel? Was it Christopher Nolan on that one too or no?
He didn't direct it.
Zack Snyder.
Snyder, yeah. It's been Snyder.
And he left because his daughter.
They had their whole roster of characters, which they could have took their time and did individual movies on.
They could have did it backwards.
And they messed it up. So fast forward now. They just started filming Wonder Woman 2. And
Jeff Johns just quit being the head writer.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know about that.
He quit that because he wants to work on the Green Lantern movie.
Do he care? So, all right, look, we got Wonder Woman 2 filming now.
Good point.
We got Aquaman coming soon. I think that's done filming. I think they're in post-production, aren't they?
The trailer's coming out in San Diego Comic-Con, so I don't know when that one.
Flash movie still happening sometime soon.
They took away the Flashpoint, and now I don't know what they're doing.
Do we care?
Nah, because I don't like the actor. I don't like the actor for the Flash.
Right.
They could have found somebody better.
His run was just retarded. The way he was running was goofy.
I'm just not understanding that. I think I would probably say what's her last name?
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, Gal Gadot. She may. I'd have to look it up. Mm-hmm. She may be the one bringing money for them.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Her movie
for them.
Her movie was the best. It was the best movie out of the DC universe. 2, I think it did definitely generate the most money.
Yeah, like
or
I
if not,
don't know. I don't know what the figures were. I just don't know what the figures were.
Right. If not Wonder Woman, then Suicide Squad. I know Suicide Squad did a lot of money. Even though people didn't like it as much, it generated a lot of money, and some people did like it. It was fun. It was funner than the Snyder.
They got a part 2 coming out.
Because it made money.
Which in terms of bringing Black Adam,
which they also got Black Adam, and they got Shazam coming. Do we care?
I do not care about Shazam. Yo, I'm just saying, dog. I'm so sorry, but I think I sent you the actors fake muscles, the fake muscles jump off. Yeah. I'm like, yo, dude, this is what you doing here? Yeah. You couldn't find somebody with real muscles at least? No. Give me a John Cena, dog. I can believe that nonsense.
Nope.
You want to give a dude, yo, you literally planted a dude.
Yeah.
And y'all gonna CGI this shit?
Yeah.
So in your reference of do we really care? It's frustrating to be like, I can't care. You know, like you're only giving me Wonder Woman. She did generate money. Yeah. They immediately gave up a sequel. Yo.
Well, yeah, because one, women banded together for, like women were, you know, doing,
because she was like the symbol, like Cap.
Yeah.
Cap is a symbol.
Yeah.
Captain America is a symbol.
and that was the one thing they did. They got a female lead out before Marvel did. Like Marvel got Captain Marvel coming next year. They got the female lead out.
I hope that, I don't know how they're gonna do.
What, Captain Marvel?
I don't know.
I think it's gonna do very well because.
No, as a female lead, like.
Oh, with the actress, or
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know yet. I can't call it.
I have more faith in them making it work. I believe Ant-Man and Wasp comes out, and I think we're gonna get a tie-in for them to hype up, because same way at the end of Infinity War, spoilers, you should have seen it by now. And
definitely by now you should have seen that.
And you know, Fury hits the pager, and
which is Captain Marvel's symbol, yeah.
That's piqued the interest of those that don't know what it is. They're like, "What's that?" And now people seeing this. Oh, that's that chick. Okay, what is that? So now people got the interest. I think Ant-Man and Wasp is either going to end off with a more Infinity War tie-in or whatever, but they're gonna start marketing her movie. Because that's the character a lot of people are not familiar with, and they want the female lead to, you know, hold them down too. So they gotta get women to be like, they got Wonder Woman, we got her, and it's okay, you know. So I think I may be wrong. Marvel's gonna put the machine behind it to hype that movie up, because Wonder Woman's automatic. Wonder Woman's got years of the TV show.
The thing is that at the moment, Marvel doesn't have that symbol of. They have a symbol as a man of Captain America being a symbol.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna put the machine behind her after Ant-Man and Wasp. We're gonna start seeing some marketing for Captain Marvel, and I think she's gonna be very prominent in Avengers 4. She's gonna have
I'm sorry to interrupt you. They altered one of her powers.
They altered
one of her powers. I think. I don't know if it's gonna be like an alternate timeline or some shit reality. Whatever. I read it and I freaking forgot about it. But one of her powers has something to do with her fixing whatever situation.
So that's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, damn.
They're gonna really ride her, because like you said, the female demographic is the one thing that DC had over Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like, women go see it. I'm not saying women don't go see it, but it was like
when it
the
came
way
to
they went for Wonder Woman, right? They went hard. Same way, you know, black people went for Black Panther.
Women went for Wonder Woman,
right? So now they like
she is their Superman, right? She is their Captain America.
Right. So Marvel, I believe they're gonna make her win. She's probably not gonna do as much money as Wonder Woman did, because again, Wonder Woman is historic.
I think she will generate money because you're right. It's a Marvel movie. They're gonna put the machine,
and her movie gonna roll into Avengers 4.
So people have to see it. People have to see it.
The timing of it. That's why again they set her up a year ahead of time. Just showing the logo, and people are like, "What's that?" So again, for those that don't know, they're like, "What is that?" Yeah. And then they're releasing all this. They're releasing the footage of them filming, and the logo is always prominent. Yeah. So now everybody's saying, "Okay, that's the logo that was on that." Okay, so she's somebody important, and you know what I'm saying. So they're gonna find some ways to, and I think they're gonna do like they did with Black Panther. When Black Panther, they got Kendrick Lamar to do the soundtrack. They're gonna get a soundtrack for her, same like you said, with Wonder Woman's music. She had the theme music that stood out. They're gonna
that, which is funny because that same theme music, that same theme that was behind her, they used it for her movie.
That's her movie. That's what I'm saying. So Captain Marvel's gonna get something to. She's gonna get a soundtrack or something that's gonna be her thing. Because I think they're gonna want to do 2-3 movies with her. So they're gonna build her, and they're gonna give her a soundtrack. They're gonna give her. She's gonna have. They're gonna ride that machine.
With Marvel, just like, yo, we good, man. We've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, how can you compete? And
right.
Yo, at one point, if you talking about, like, no disrespect to DC fans, like, I definitely still like the comics of DC. But yo, when it comes down to movies, y'all ain't doing this. That suck, bro. That's all I can get you. That suck. Like,
yeah, I mean,
like, people got hope, and I'll to be honest with you, my favorite.
You know what it is?
My favorite DC is Christopher Nolan's Batman.
People don't even have hope. People are blaming Rotten Tomato. They're blaming, critics. They're blaming. They blaming Snyder now. Like, they're trying to point fingers.
The man had a family issue. Like, can't blame.
But it wasn't even. It wasn't even that. It was already ruined from the jump.
Did Snyder do Suicide Squad?
No.
Who did that one?
Suicide Squad was somebody else.
Yo,
That was the only movie he didn't do.
They did one up to get 2.
And the 2 movies he didn't do are the highest grossing movies. Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman. I kid you not.
God damn.
He did Man of Steel. He did Batman vs Superman. He did Justice League.
Damn.
Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman are the 2 highest grossing movies.
The movies that he did.
And they're the ones that people are watching more often. Because like I said, Suicide Squad was cut like the trailer. They actually used the house to do trailers to cut the movie. That's why it was very choppy. But it was fast paced. It was comedy. So it's something you can, if it's on TV. Oh, let me watch that. Wonder Woman killed it in the box office. DVDs, costume everybody wore for Halloween. That's a given.
All little girls. Oh yeah.
So his movies are the ones that failed. And then he only did half of Justice League. And then they brought Whedon in to finish it off, and you can tell because you got 2 polarizing directors. You got one guy that does everything in darkness, and one guy that does everything in daylight. Yep. And it's like you made a yin yang movie, and it's clear.
I kid you not.
You got Aquaman.
Did you watch the Justice League?
Yeah,
Yo,
I saw it. Did it? I couldn't clown it if I didn't see it.
I swear I laughed when he came back with his bright ass Superman outfit and started whooping ass. I'm like, bro, so we gonna make this easy for you, bro? Like, you just not gonna have a tough time. Like, these niggas just getting their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Flash, all of them. Yeah. And now you're just gonna come up in here and act like, oh, this is easy. Let me just go take you down real quick. I'm like, yo, at least put some type of fight in. Give me one of Darkseid's other sons up in here and just fight with your ass.
It was bad. I mean, the movie Justice League was, like you said, it was okay.
It was okay to watch one time. That's what it is. It's a one time.
It was evident that it was 2 different directors on it. The post credit scene couldn't even get exciting because they showed it and they don't even know where they're going next. So showing what's his name? Not Deadpool. They're
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Showing Deathstroke meant nothing. Because there's no talks of a Batman movie, there's no talks of another, so they don't even know what direction they're going in. They got Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Shazam. So it's like, so when are we going to see Deathstroke? Like, so you tease them.
Deathstroke would probably be the most anticipated person that you want. You want this,
but we couldn't get hyped for him because it's like, okay, he's Batman's villain. They don't even know if they're bringing Affleck back.
But you know what's funny? That they ended up using Deathstroke to be a universal villain. Yes, he is a Batman villain. With certain villains, you can make him universal.
Yeah, of course.
And Deathstroke is a universal villain. Which,
however, because Lex also said we'll make our own league, whatever.
You better give me the Legion of Doom.
But again, when is that going to happen? When are we going to get a Justice League 2?
Not anytime soon.
Exactly. So we can't get hyped about that.
Which we knew that that's the order they wanted to go and give everyone their separate movie, which is the wrong thing to do because I'm not hyped about no Aquaman movie.
No. And that's this year, I think, isn't it?
No, I know the trailer's this year. I don't know about the movie.
Well, the trailer's will be soon.
So that means it's going to be this year.
I think the movie will be end of this year.
There you go. Then you're going to give me a cyborg movie? I don't know any of this man to be fighting no villain. Like, dude, you was part of the Teen Titans. Like, then they brought you in the Justice League. So, what? The best thing you could probably would have given me was the Flash. And at best, what you gave me? Nothing.
Because the Flash is cerebral. Like, we don't even like the dude. Like you said, we don't like the character. We don't like the actor.
We don't like the actor who plays the Flash. Like, I just don't. Like, you made him like a punk, like a young punk. Like, really, dude? Like, this dude, he was not that young when he started. Like, you giving me while he was. Not Barry Allen could have been doing his thing. See?
But again, even when they change stuff, I don't mind changes. Just make it good. He wasn't good. And again, we don't care because they didn't give us a build-up. So if you're not going to give them individual movies, you got to give us something the movie that you show them in.
Like I said, they gave us the how, but they gave us the why.
And that's another thing that made Batman and Superman bad, because they did the whole he went in time travel, and that hasn't paid off yet. He came back in time, and he said, Lois is the key. We don't know what movie that's going to happen in, like, because Batman had about 30 nightmares. That whole movie. It was Inception. I think.
I thought that whole way through.
Nolan was like, "You need more dreams. Put more dreams in there."
Yeah, he need more. He need more dream sequences. I don't know how this gonna work. I don't know how this gonna work.
Put him to sleep. It works all the time. Trust me. Put him to sleep.
Like,
and he kept waking up.
Like, dude, like, you could have gave me the Joker.
And then they showed the Omega symbol, and we don't know when we're getting Darkseid. We got a CGI this dude, and it was just bad.
We'll get this in 2024. I swear to you, and then we're not even gonna want it.
Their next movie has to really be huge. Anything that comes out next year is in trouble. We got Avengers 4 next year, and then at this point,
the most anticipated movie out.
And don't forget, we don't even and Spider-Man 2 coming out next year too. So
they're already going to Phase 4 after that.
Right, Spider-Man, and I was going to say.
Phase 4 starts with Spider-Man.
With Phase 4, we don't even know what's coming after that. So everything they hit us with is going to be. It's going to be, here's the trailer for such, because we don't even know what's coming soon. Because remember, they used to release the phases and say, these movies are coming out this year, They keep it a secret because we don't know what's going to happen after this event. So
I just feel like
everything they announced now is going to be huge because we're so invested for 10 years.
Marvel has even allowed, even actually with Netflix and all that, Marvel is allowing B to C-list superheroes be like the thing.
Have you watched Cloak and Dagger?
I watched 2 episodes. I know the third one is on
The third one
Hulu.
came out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna watch that.
It's pretty good.
I mean, even so, like, yo, it's something to watch compared to. You know, the best thing DC could do, they trying to do it right now.
Blow it all up and start
that too. Right? They want to make it. They want to make a Teen Titans live action. They're doing it right now, right?
Okay.
Titans. I'm like, yo, this was in talks for a very long time. You can make it happen.
TV or movie?
No, TV. Whoa,
okay,
that's not wild out.
That makes a difference for them because.
But you know, like, it's hard to do these live action jump balls. All right, cool. You got Green Arrow, you got Flash. Okay, cool. You trying to work your way up, but work your way up the right way. Get the build up. If you're doing the same thing for TV, do the same thing in the Cinemax. Which I know it gets a little conflicting because they'll say, oh, we can't use this individual because their movies.
But that's why they call it the DC Extended Universe. We understood. We got it. It's not tied to the TV shows. That's fine. Just make the movies good. That's not too much to ask.
They're not making them good.
I don't care if there's a Flash TV show and a Flash movie. Just make them good. And then let me be like, yo, I like that. I like that better.
Get the outfits right too. Like, what the hell you getting Flash armor?
It was like, it had
a shitload of scratches.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how many times you use that in the Speed Force, bro?
And again, we had no backstory. We don't know when he became Flash. We don't know how long he's been flashing. We don't know
where he came from.
We don't know.
Like, I just saw homeboy in the corner store, trying to get his little soda.
That was it.
They robbing him, and he just.
And the next thing you know, Batman showed up at his house.
That's it.
Sitting in his second favorite chair.
Hanging out with Aquaman in some weird spot in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And you messing up his alcoholic drinks. I'm like, you fucked up his happy hour, bro. What's going on here? And dude, this is horrible.
To me, I think they got to blow it all up and start from scratch.
Do we really care?
At this point, I don't care. I mean, like I said, so Wonder Woman's taking place in 1984. Dude is not dead, so now they're gonna have either time. So he's Bucky.
He's Bucky.
It's like they make it Winter Soldier now. We find out her best friend didn't die. Oh snap! Just like Captain America's best friend. Like, oh my god!
Now they coming for me. They coming for me. All right, cool, great.
You know, so I don't know the plot, but all we know is it's 1984 now, and you know what's the name? Steve something. He's alive. He's there.
First of all we know is Steve. That's it.
He's Steve something.
All we need is first names.
He flew up in the plane, and the plane blew up. But apparently, either he didn't blow up in the plane, or this is a clone, or
God.
He's in the movie. That's all we know. He's in the movie.
1984 clones. This is great.
Aquaman's coming out soon.
They already showed a picture of Black Mantis, and I'm like, oh, this is. I'm like, y'all. The pictures alone just have you like, oh, okay.
I don't care. Like,
you better give me a good ass trailer. Yeah, I swear to you, I'll go to Alpine, get that $10 ticket, and watch the matinee. Like, yo, Fen, you watched it? Yeah, I watched it.
I would download it.
Yo, send me that email, bro. Send me a good copy.
But yeah, comment. Let us know what y'all think about it. Maybe we bugging. Maybe you want to see that.
You know what? If we got some DC fans, you know, yo, bring the fire. Give us some inspiration, cause. We're not feeling it right now. We read the comics, but
he's the comic book guy, so
yeah. And you know what?
He's not even feeling it, so
yeah. And he's always telling me look at a different point of view when you're watching the movies. But
with DC, there's no
point of view right now. So if you feel like you got fire and you're a DC comic fan and you feel like the movie's better, well, you know what? Send comment.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. And if you feel like you want to bring the fire, we will respond back to you. By any means necessary, let us know what's going on. That's about it.
Yep. So comment below, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff as you always do. You know what it is. 2021 Vision across all social media. Search for it, Words Music Dance, on all platforms, iTunes, Google Play, your local podcast app, whatever phone you're using, whether you got Android, you got a Windows phone, you got a BlackBerry, whatever you got, an iPhone, you can find it.
Android, all that.
Search for it. It's there. Watch, listen, comment. As you've seen the last episode, we answered some comments. I didn't get too many comments this week, so I want to get a bunch of them. But we answer the questions. But, you know, if you leave a question or you leave a comment, definitely will mention you. Definitely will answer the question. You know.
Like he said, I'm the comic book guy. Just let me know what's up.
So address him. That's Finney. Social media.
Underscore Ghost 84 IG.
Yes, sir. And like I said, you can find us all 2021 Vision, all social media and stuff. And
It's the worst. I fucking die a tragic death or some shit, and I'm not able to see out my dreams. I at least want to know that the kids perceived my message and were able to make something of themselves and able to take my message and use it and turn it into something positive, and to at least have a good life. I at least, if I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy, or they found some sort of answers or resolve in my life, regardless of the negative around my name.